says the guy living next door has made life a living hell.
He says the constant harassment has come to a head. Fed up and stressed out, he did reach out to our Lauren Livingston.
The racial slur was hurled in English, the homophobic one in el español. Alexander Tatum bought and moved into his Miami home in 2019.
Hey, babies.
A place for him
Caesar. What's up?
and his fur babies. He trains and breeds dogs.
It makes me so nervous to have them walking around the perimeter.
Because he does not trust the guy on the other side of the fence. Alex says it started not too long after he moved in. His neighbor raised concerns about his dogs.
And I said, look, we're neighbors. Whatever the situation is, you can come talk to me. And he burst out.
Suffice it to say, no neighborly fences were mended.
On one incident, he was yelling death threats. He proceeded to say, I'm gonna kill you and I'm gonna kill your dogs.
The police were called. We're talking multiple times in the weeks and months that followed, but no arrests were made and no citations were given.
The police stopped responding to him in a manner that he wanted to, and so he stopped calling the police.
And started calling animal control instead.
At least 20 times. Him and his wife are constantly driving by, taking videos of the dogs. As soon as he sees that I'm going to the garbage, he will wait for an opportunity to take those pictures to get me fined.
Because the dogs were, quote, running at large outside of the fence, technically off property. Alex says code enforcement even tried staging an intervention of sorts in the form of a mediation, but he says his neighbor never showed. Jesus Hiedra does show up on the cameras Alex had installed several times. In one clip, Hiedra's caught spraying something into Alex's yard. Alex is convinced whatever was sprayed burned his dog. Then there was that one day Alex says he was headed out.
When he sees me leaves, he goes to my camera and does this death threat, like, you're done.
Moments later, it's middle fingers to the sky, followed by butt cheeks to the wind, and a quick little dance on the porch. The night he was called the N-word, Alex says his garbage was too close to his neighbor's property.
I walked away and I told both of them, have some respect, have some respect. The minute I said that, he goes, have respect. He says,
Then there's the laser light.
didn't know where it was coming from. It wasn't until one day I am out in my backyard
Alex sees a green light coming from his neighbor's window.
and then you could see he's trying to get it right in my eyes. It's a lot, and it seems to be getting worse.
Pattern of behavior that's harassing, and it serves no legitimate purpose, and it's causing substantial emotional distress.
Attorney Ben Steckschulte has argued neighbor disputes in court. He says everything Alex has documented could be evidence of stalking.
It seems to me that certainly there's a good faith case that a judge could potentially grant an injunction in this case. There's no legitimate purpose for this individual's behavior towards this person other than some sort of personal animosity or whatever it might be.
This is testing me on another level.
Mr. Hiedra? Yes, sir. How are you?
At first, Mr. Hiedra seemed happy to talk to me, but then
No, I have nothing to say. You don't have anything to say about, I guess, the N-word being used on camera, or you mooning from the fence here and shining laser lights into the windows? You don't have anything to say?
Lauren Livingston, Local 10 News.
Alexander Tatum is hoping to have a restraining order issued against his neighbor. That hearing is scheduled to happen next month in April. In the meantime, his neighbor has also filed suit, claiming he is the one who is being harassed by his neighbor and his neighbor's dog. He's seeking more than $20,000 in damages. We'll let you know what happens.